What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Dem Game Boys. I'm John Dean. Just kidding, it's Katie Vanez. Hey, I'm here coasting Dem Game Boys because John couldn't be here. He has herpes and he'll be gonorrhea later. So, he'll come back with AIDS. Don't worry, guys. Actually, we have the B team of Dem Game Boys here because Eli can't make it. He's been missing. He's had his face on milk cartons, and no one uses milk cartons anymore, so we haven't seen him. So, like I said, it's Kian.
And Max.
And I guess I'm reduced to B team.
Well, yeah. Gil is here. Gil had to fight. We're basically the West Coast Avengers right now. Gil has to lead us into this bullshit.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing, so we had to steal somebody who actually knew what was going on.
He's like, you're the gay, I was like, well, John won't be here, Eli won't be here, Gil's gonna be here, because Gil has nothing better to do. And even Zach had to work, and I think Zach's yeah, I have to work.
Yeah, he's got shit going on.
Yeah, he's got shit going on.
Assholes.
See, and I feel like Gil's the best guy to do video games because he lives with a video game streamer.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
do I?
I think. You guys are still living together.
Yeah.
Does he do anything Saturdays?
Yeah.
Gil has no fucking clue.
He streams whenever he can.
Okay, well, I was going to say, if Brady ever wants to come down and just hang out with us.
He does work.
Does he have a second job or what?
For whatever reason, they give him a shift on Saturday.
At night?
In the morning.
Well, I was gonna say we do this stuff.
He gets off at 3. I don't know what.
I don't know, but Brady. I know you probably
talk to him.
Yeah, it's if you don't listen to it, I'd love to have Brady active for more video game news and stuff like that. I think it'd be cool. I love Brady. I think Brady's a cool guy. And I have we interviewed him obviously. He's fun. I mean, Max wasn't there for the interview.
Yeah, I've never met Brady yet.
Brady's a cool guy.
Alright, well, last guy you introduced me to was Nick, and that was an experience.
I love Nick. Y'all don't understand. If Nick was here, Nick would be on here.
No.
Not on Dem Game Boys, but Nick would be here.
Oh, God.
Who is Nick?
Nick is amazing. Nick's my future husband.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, we have... fuck you. We have that feeling. When we had to split beds...
I got stuck with Jay.
Yeah, because Nick and I are we'll sleep in the same bed together. It's cool.
Oh, really gay?
Oh, fuck you. It's not gay if you know it. It's just love, man. That's what it is. Love is love.
It's not gay if it's gay. What?
No, that just makes it even more gay.
No,
You're just admitting to the homosexuality.
No.
It's like calling no homo. Anything you do after calling no homo isn't homo.
Right, and the nice thing about this week, I don't know if you guys think it's nice. I think it's nice. We actually have questions we have to answer.
Oh, God.
We have video game questions that I think, I feel John would be really good at answering the video game questions that came up, but I feel because Eli didn't play some of these video games, and one of the video games questions were actually directed to me, not knowing that I don't actually host the video game podcast.
I'm just here. I click the record button.
They click the record button most of the time.
You don't
now.
even do shit for this podcast.
I don't do it. That's the thing. I haven't done shit for a couple of podcasts now. I make you click for Fanime. Ryan clicks for the fucking. The only ones I do is the nude podcast. News podcast.
Yeah, and we have a nude podcast. Good thing we don't fucking webcam this shit.
We are all naked.
Oh, gosh, no. I'm glad I missed that.
It's just me sitting reading 50 Shades of Grey to myself.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
There's definitely not jerk-off noises.
No,
in the
it's like the 50 Shades of Grey audiobook. That's the first audiobook we're doing at the Rochambeaus.
I didn't know you were a masochist, but good for you.
Well, I mean, well, that's the thing. So my sister was trying to defend 50 Shades of Grey yesterday because, I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm a movie critic now. She's like, what do you think about 50 Shades of Grey? I was like, I think it's a terrible movie. No, the book is so good. He doesn't do anything she doesn't want to do. I'm like, all right, that guy's fucking weird, And she's like, you just don't understand how true BDSM culture works. I'm like, fuck off, man.
True
Even BDSM culture doesn't want to associate with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I wanted to point out. I was like, you do know BDSM culture is like, nah, dude, we're not part of that. We're definitely anti whatever that fucking dude does. They're like, and then she's like, whatever. You just don't have a good taste in movies. I'm like, all right.
He doesn't like the prequels to Star Wars.
Well,
you accept them. You accept them, but you see them for their flaws.
I see them for what they are. I'm not.
You aren't Eli and Jay. When it comes to those,
I'm not even going into that. Like, I'm not even gonna like. Eli was young, and he was like, Eli's aggressively younger than we are. So like,
he's 2 years younger.
He's 2 years younger than you.
That's a lot.
But like to me, because you're 3 years younger than me. Because you and him are both graduated in 2013, right? 2014. You 2013.
14.
Okay, so you
yeah,
guys.
I'm older than Gil by a few months.
So you guys are younger than me. So like to me, Eli is a small child.
Yeah, Eli's a couple years younger than us. Like,
and he like. But that's the thing. When they came out, they were like much more like, oh, Star Wars. But Jay's older than Max and you, and he's like, I still like Jar Jar. And I'm not going into this because I made fun of him on mic a couple of times while he was here about his love for Jar Jar. And I'm done. Like, I can't like, it's not even like I'm not even going to try to tell him that it's dumb. Like, you can like what you like. Like
I find Jar Jar humorous. That's about it.
Oh, fuck you. See, and that's
He's
the
just
thing.
a dopey fucking idiot. How can you, like, I find that humorous. Not funny, just a little comedic relief in the crap movies that they are.
I can't get behind you on that. I think Jar Jar is just a dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they beat the fucking comedy of him like a fucking dead fish or some shit. Just go too far.
And then there's somebody out there that thinks that Jar Jar is the Charlie Chaplin of the New Age.
Jar Jar is the new Sith Lord.
Yes.
Stop saying that shit. They're going to make it happen, and you know it will be. That's the thing. I really hope Jay shows up for the news, because I have a fuck ton of Star Wars news. So I'm sad John couldn't make it. But now, so we've been talking about BDSM and Star Wars.
Let's get on to the game.
Let's get on to the news!
Woo!
We're going to go into trailers. I know John does it differently, but, like, I'm weird. Max knows my thing. It goes trailers, video games, news, and, question, and that's the thing I want to point out. We actually have some legitimate questions, so they're gonna
well, as legitimate as people on Facebook can be. Come on.
I'm even gonna ask the dumb questions that they have.
Well, obviously,
because I think they're funny.
Why wouldn't
do you not like when we like? You haven't heard this. We put the topic podcast in a hiatus, so we're just asking questions on all the other podcasts.
Oh, yeah. Any questions that anybody has, direct them towards kind of
different genre stuff.
Kind of what they want. Like if you just have a random question, we'll kind of shove it in there somewhere.
Yeah,
and then just link you the video and hope you find it.
You want them to tell us what they want, what they really, really want.
Yes. See,
and then give us what they want.
We're nice though. This time we allowed Gil to. We no longer have a counter meter for Gil. Gil can say whatever the fuck he wants, and he's, hey Ryan,
fuck you.
Ryan's in here. Hey, there's a chair.
Yeah, we bought chairs.
Chair.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
you're a very loving breed.
We are very, and there's a 20 on the counter for you.
Yeah. Well, Ryan and I have a terrible history together, so I'm allowed to tell him to go fuck himself.
Right, they're love buddies.
We have a great history together.
Right.
I find it funny that you demoted us to sitting off to the sides when you have a whole middle section of couch there.
Yeah. Well, this is a new rare week where Ryan misses the trailers again. I remember when we started this, Ryan missed a lot of the trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan's goal is to miss the trailers.
Yeah, it is.
And I really wanted Ryan on the South Park conversation because we're going to talk about this on the video game.
Didn't we just watch the game trailers?
We watched all the game trailers. We didn't watch,
like,
that's what I mean. Like, Ryan, because Ryan's not really part of Dem Game Boys. And Max and I aren't really, but, like, the other two are gone. And I was like, Gil, you can do it by yourself. You're good. I'll just give you the news. That would have just been Gil talking.
Awkwardly.
I'd watch that. I'd give it at least 100 views myself.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like, you can only imagine, like, the old bad jokes you would have to put in throughout there.
I never said I'd listen to it. Play it on mute 100 times.
Fair enough.
I could probably go to sleep to Gil.
Till he says something dumb, he'd be wide awake going, what the
fuck?
How far into this are we?
We're
About
just
5
getting
minutes.
to the news.
Okay.
Because, well, we have a Halo thing that I wanted to bring up, so I'm just really glad you're here, too. But the first trailer we have is Figment. Max feels weird about it.
I don't. It's an odd game. The game didn't draw me in. It looks interesting. Like, it looks pleasing, like, aesthetically, but, like, dude's running around in a figment of his imagination, followed by a random talking parakeet-looking creepy thing, trying to find his nightmare. And he's running around with a sword, and through the entire 3-minute trailer, he never swings the sword.
He does.
He did?
He did.
All
he
right.
fights spiders.
Alright, I was gonna say, the entire thing just looks like a problem solver inside of his own head.
I see for me...
Psychonauts.
Right. For
There you
me,
go.
it just, I don't know. You guys all know me. Like, I'll play video games just to make jokes about them. Like, Max and I are starting a Storytime Saturday with Fallout 4.
Well, I mean, you used to.
Yeah.
Then you took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah. Fuck you. Damn it. Damn it, Gil. But Max and I, we might as well just let us know, like, we're going to be, for Spoopy Ween, we're going to be playing a lot of zombies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then Max and I are doing story mode Saturday, where we're going to play Fallout 4, and we're going to make a guy named Javier Estevez. He wakes up from the freezer, and all he wants is some goddamn nachos. And that's the game, and he's just going to be punching things. He's not going to have any weapons.
Yeah, no, dude's just gonna run around decking people asking for nachos.
Yeah.
So-
Runs up to all the raiders, do you have nachos?
Boom!
You really better hope you're either really quick, really strong, or just have really good reflexes.
That's the goal. We're just gonna like dope out on like he's gonna be a cannibal and
Yeah.
he's gonna punch
No,
things.
I already have the build set. Like, it's gonna cap out instantly having 9 strength and endurance and basically nothing else.
He's gonna be dumb no matter everything else.
Yeah, I might give him a little luck for that idiot savant perk, just so
Yeah.
that when he punches somebody, he's like, that was amazing!
Right, see, and so we have that. But back to Figment, and it looks pretty, I guess. Like I said, like I don't play very many I like platformer games, but I don't play a lot of modern day platformers because a lot of video games don't interest me like
I wouldn't really say
Mm-hmm.
that they used to.
It didn't look like a platformer
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say, it
much
didn't
as
look
just
like
a exploratory
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
Like, there didn't look like to be any problems jumping on things. Like, the bridges were all kinds of skewed, and it looked like you just ran right across them.
basically.
And then we were talking about The Witcher, the 10th anniversary, and basically it was just exposition. So Jay would have loved this. No, for real. It was literally just Geralt talking about, like, I've had crazy times. And he's, like, hugging Ciri, and you could tell, like, he doesn't want to fuck Ciri because it's the like, dad hug. He's like, hey, Ciri, how's it going, pal?
I love you, but not with my dick.
Yeah.
Unlike every other
They're
girl.
all in the video.
Witcher universe.
And see, and that the thing is, it's just like it looks like they're going to re-release them all in HD
Oh, that'd be dope.
for the
Yeah.
thing. So they're releasing the first Witcher 2, which is the turn-based strategy. So I think
it
they're
was turn-based.
It's kind of turn-based,
Yeah,
but not totally.
It's
Right.
been a long time since
It's-
I
so
played
it's
it.
a
It's
J-
one of those weird KOTOR-like
so it's a
ones. So
yeah.
It's like turn-based, but it's like real-time turn-based.
All right, so it's like a JRPG style.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
a JRPG style, and they're also releasing it with Gwent. The 10th anniversary edition will have Witcher, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, and Gwent.
And I think all their DLC all in one bundle.
Which I like Gwent. I think Gwent's a fun game, but I like Hearthstone a little bit better, and I think it,
So it's just the original Witcher they're re-releasing?
All three.
All three of them?
All three in
and
Gwent.
in
Okay.
one bundle.
in one bundle.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked how they addressed the player.
I don't
An
know
excellent-
why you would re-release The Witcher 3, though, considering it's already in HD.
Now it's
I
even
think-
more
I think it's a
HD.
bundle, but I
And
think it's
most
because
of everybody has it already.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's the
It's-
bundle pack. They
It's
wanted
the
to just put
bundle
it all
to draw
together.
new people in. The last few people who don't have Witcher 3 are going to be like, might as well fucking buy it and get all
Well, and
fucked.
I've
Well,
never
it's kinda
played
just
it, and
like-
it makes it look interesting.
I mean, and it also looks like collectors. Like, you know, they always re-release.
collectors.
Well, yeah, they always re-release like the Bond films and things like that.
Yeah.
And these, like, if a new Bond film is like, here's the new disc set with 6 instead of 7 instead of 6. You're like, fuck!
I mean, what really interests me is the first Witcher game. 'Cause I played through Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. I tried to play through the first Witcher, but playing it, the graphics held me back. So if they make the graphics better on that, that'll be a big draw for me. And then the other part of that is the controls feel so sloppy playing it on a PC. that I just couldn't get into it. So if I'm playing it with a controller, I'll probably like it a lot more.
Which is understandable. I dig that. So next we have some Call of Duty DLC for Infinite Warfare.
Yep.
We had Retribution, and what did you feel about that? Because I don't, Kian don't play Call of Duty.
I don't know. They basically showed off a couple new maps. That was basically it. Like, all the guns they showed, all the camos and everything were already released shit. So, I mean,
Right.
I wasn't overly impressed. Like, they didn't even, like, show us if they're releasing any new guns, which they have been with all the DLCs.
They have booby traps, though.
Well, they've always had booby traps in the zombies, but they did introduce some booby traps to a couple of the new levels.
Right. And,
So-
I mean, I guess that's what we got there.
Yeah.
And then we got The Beast from Beyond, and I like this Zombies series comparatively to everyone else because, like, it feels like there's actually a legit story of these, like, fucking kids going through time to...
Yeah. Unlike a lot of the other zombies where each map has its own kind of story, all of the maps are tied together in Infinite Warfare.
I think it looks fun, and the zombie thing is an enjoyable plot line. I don't
Yeah.
know if anyone else really is going to enjoy it. I know I will because I think it's fun.
Kian and I will play zombies.
Yeah,
We play
and-
zombies.
Yeah, well, probably it's going to be you and Ryan because I suck at games and so.
God.
Yeah, we'll be playing spoopy ween stuff like we said for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Then we go to, we've all seen this trailer, and then it'll lead to our next major news story. But Fight of Gods. God!
Yes! Ryan is breaking down now.
I can't wait to play as Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's a Steam fighting game, and it looks fucking like, it looks bad, but it's like a B movie. It's so bad I want to play it because
Right.
it's just
Oh no,
like,
I'm just gonna be like on my headphones playing online. And I'm gonna come out as Jesus, and I'm just gonna be like, "Are you ready for the second coming, bitch?"
God. Some guy's gonna have the DLC flying spaghetti monster going, "What you got?"
and that's the thing. Like, the thing is that I feel like that's the DLC. They're just gonna be adding more and more gods.
Yeah.
Quote unquote gods. Like, the only one that they can't add is Allah because then there's gonna be someone that shoots him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please add Allah.
No.
Allah be Jesus.
They have Moses. Moses is the Jewish equivalent. Like,
Is
Moses.
the Jewish fighter.
Yeah, it's the Jewish,
Oh.
like, Moses, like, throws tablets at you and shit. Like, I was watching gameplay.
Yeah.
Part the Red Sea, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and so, what did you have, Gil? Sorry, we cut in.
No, that's fine.
Did you?
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I feel bad. So
Go find it.
we're trying to be better at not cutting people off. That's
I
one
must
of our
find the
goals.
caboose first.
Yeah.
Then I'll work my way to the head.
What the
So
fuck?
Gil's an ass guy,
Yeah,
and then he works his way
yeah,
to your
the
boobs, and then finally looks at your face.
Do you not know how a train works? The
No.
end is the caboose.
What kind of train are we talking about here?
Any train! The back is the caboose!
What if the train's going backwards?
Then the back is still the caboose!
God.
What if it's one of those trains where it's got an engine on both ends so it can drive both ways?
The back is still the caboose!
Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Why don't you understand what a caboose
I'm
is?
sorry, John. We totally took your podcast and threw it off the rails.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh, is this dem game?
What? We're talking about fights in the
We need
news.
train Jesus!
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I thought this was the main content.
No, we still have trailers to watch for that motherfucker. I waited. John's gonna be like, oh, I fucking hate these guys.
Sorry, John.
We love you. Don't hate us.
Which goes into our news about Fight of the Gods. It will not be released in Malaysia due to religious conflicts. They're a highly Buddhist area.
Mm.
And they're like, nah, this shit's too offensive for me. We can't have you there.
God damn it.
I can kind of get it. Most of the gods are technically pacifist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's understandable that they don't want their god fighting it out with others.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, it's just like, it's understandable because a lot of Asian countries are run, their government is run by religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comparatively, if they did this in America and banned it because of Jesus, I would have called bullshit because we're not supposed to be run by religion.
Freedom of religion.
So I have nothing against that.
Separation
But
of
I
church
just,
and state.
you know, it's
I don't know. It's just disappointing to see that some countries can't take a joke.
right.
Because even back when I was still Christian, like I got a kick out of that type of shit. I thought it was funny as hell. But
I think it's
I
just
agree.
I like the satire, and it's like if you can laugh at like that, that's great. Like you know you're super religious, and you can still laugh at it, like haha, that was a good joke. Instead of this offends me.
yeah.
But you know, it's each their own. Like that's their thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally their decision as a culture. So if they don't want it there, that's fine.
Right. So Microsoft is taking their time for Halo 4 and Reach backward compatibility.
Oh.
So it says sooner or later they'll be there. And this is coming from 343, the new company.
Yeah, fuck 343.
So
Yeah.
they're just because of 5, right? Or,
Yeah.
Because of 4 and 5.
Four
I
and
actually
five,
really enjoy 5.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
You did?
Weird.
In total
Why did I
honesty,
think
I
it was
really
a-
like 5.
I didn't think it was bad at all. No.
That was weird because everyone else really enjoyed 4 and they didn't really
Yeah.
like 5.
I know. Halo 5 was my favorite Halo since Halo 2, probably.
Okay,
All right,
because
yeah.
I didn't think I think 3 was competent, but I didn't think 3 was as
The
interesting.
only reason I think so many people hate on Halo 5 is because of the false advertising they kind of did beforehand, where it kind of made it out to be Locke versus Chief the entire time.
And it wasn't.
Whereas I kind of overlooked that. I was able to get past that, and I really enjoyed the campaign for
Right.
what it was.
Spartan on Spartan action.
Like,
Well-
really, the reason I liked it so much is the campaign, while it's really short, the bits that are in it really do remind me of, like, a Halo 2.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
Where I stood for this, it was weird to see that this is the first Halo game that was rated T for teen.
Yeah, that's the only thing that bothered me, because now when I play online, there's a bunch of 10-year-olds talking shit.
Yeah.
So it's like Call of Duty.
Pretty much.
See, and that was my only gripe about, like, it wasn't even a gripe, it was just like well, that's weird to do that, like, every other game you had, but I, like, you know, because you already had a solid market, you didn't have to do that.
The only reason why is because Cortana is kind of wearing a shirt in this one, so you don't see her tits.
So see, fuck you, 343. That's why I hate you. But that's the thing. I really liked Reach, though. I think not a lot of people liked it.
I liked Reach's Forge. Forge was fucking amazing.
I don't know. I thought Reach's story was interesting to me.
I liked Reach's multiplayer a lot. I didn't like the campaign so much.
Okay.
I thought the campaign took an interesting twist. It didn't follow 343. It was different.
But I don't like OST, though. I don't like that expansion for... Like, I thought OST was dumb. And
ODST?
ODST.
That's a Halo 3 expansion.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's what I mean. Like,
I loved ODST.
See, I didn't like
thought it was better than
ODST
Halo
as
3.
much, but I liked Halo Reach a lot. Like,
I
because
liked
I
them.
didn't like ODST and Reach came out, I think that's why I didn't like it.
I had a strong dislike for Halo Reach just because, to me, it felt a lot like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like, a lot like Call of Duty.
It did.
And that's why I didn't like it.
Call of Duty in space before Call of Duty in space.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Like-
where Call of Duty and Space got its idea.
One of the things I didn't like, especially in multiplayer with Reach, was the loadout system, because that was something that set Halo apart from Call of Duty, that they had weapon pickups scattered across the map, and you had a default starter weapon, and you'd have to go across the map and pick up weapons. When they give you a loadout, I don't like that as much. That's why I liked Halo 5's multiplayer more than Halo 4 and Halo Reach, is because they actually brought back weapon pickups on the map.
Did they go back to that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And like the main like Slayer game type, it has weapon pickups again, and
Awesome.
you just have like basic starter.
So you all start off with the assault rifle and the shitty Magnum that doesn't one-shot people in the head anymore.
I mean, it kind of has loadouts. Like it'll give you the option between like starting with an assault rifle or like a BR, but I mean it's still better than being able to like fully customize your loadout.
Yeah, people are fucking spawning in with a sniper rifle and rocket launcher and going, well, this is fun.
All right, and then we go into, I don't know if you guys played it, but I know I really enjoyed this Rockstar game. LA Noire is getting a re-release for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll buy that.
I
Yeah.
really enjoy it. And the next one I wanted to bring up is that the Switch is already, to me, really getting me kind of like, I was always tempted to buy a Switch, but with this shit, it makes me kind of like not want to buy the Switch with this next story. The Switch version of LA Noire is $10 more expensive than PS4 or Xbox, or the Xbox One version, which makes it $60 instead of $50. So basically, you're paying for a fucking
new game. Brand new game.
And
I think even 50 is a little spendy.
Right, and see, that's my problem with like these like re-releases. Like Skyrim's re-release, to me, I don't know if you guys felt like this, but I felt
like it should have been $30.
Yeah,
I felt it was a re-release
bullshit.
of an old game, and we're paying full price.
Yeah, but they were like,
dumb.
well, you get all the DLCs and that. But the Game of the Year edition on Xbox is like $40, so it's just kind of like,
yeah.
I could just have kept my Xbox 360 and just played it on that if you were gonna do that shit. Because
I mean, I just kept playing it on the PC.
Yeah, well, because and that's the thing. Personally, for me, it didn't look any different.
Not really.
Like the engine, they're like the engine turned out great. I'm like, no, it really didn't. And oh shit, that's the other trailer we forgot to talk about. We'll talk about that while we're talking about this. So Skyrim is on the Switch, and now you get a Zelda DLC with the amiibo. So you basically get the Master Sword and the Master Shield.
Cool.
Yeah.
And blue armor.
I really do not care about, like, I guess you would call it a mod.
Right.
I'm not big into mods.
Neither.
I feel like it kind of takes away from the game experience.
There is one mod in Fallout 4 that I like. It's the Iron Man mod because you shoot missiles and you fly.
See, I don't like that shit because it takes away from the world that the developers created.
Right.
I like more immersive mods that like add a little like backpacks or like things that like stay true to the game that add just more that the creators didn't do.
And I also like the Macho Man Randy Savage Deathclaw mods because I think
That's
it's funny as
dumb.
It's dumb, but it's funny as fuck. I'm a wrestling fan though, so
it's funny like the first 3 times,
right.
and then you're over it.
Yeah, no, and like but with the LA Noire, it to me, I just think that's dumb.
Yeah,
like, I fucking hate when you re-release games, and like it was just like when we were listening to like the high score talking about like how Call of Duty Modern Warfare was released full price on Steam,
right?
And it was the shittiest game ever because all they did was just like put it out again and not do anything with it.
Yeah, they just re-released the game for a full $60 again.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think like if you're gonna do a re-release,
at least do it well.
Well, just make it cheaper.
Do something. Yeah,
either
cheaper.
put something, put more into it, or don't make me fucking pay full price for it.
Right.
That makes me want to buy a Nintendo Switch even less. I mean, I already didn't want to buy a Switch based on principle just because Nintendo as a company is a big bag of dicks, but...
Kinda.
So I never really had beef with Nintendo until they fucking sent me a cease and desist on my Smash Bros video. And now it has the Nintendo, one of our Smash Bros videos has the Nintendo copyright on it. So if we do get monetized, they get the money. Like, it's not even that I'm mad that I'm not getting the money from that. I'm just kind of like, are you fucking kidding me? Like...
Because the music was slightly too loud.
Too loud.
Like I said, Nintendo is a big bag of dicks.
Right. So, and like, how does Brady get past, like, because Nintendo owns Pokemon. Or is Pokemon its own thing that, like, Nintendo...
Game Freak owns it.
Okay, so Game Freak owns it. Because, like, that was going to be my thing. Because, like, that's the thing, like, I was like, well, Brady does it, and he's, like... And I'm not even, like, trying to think of, like, monetization. It's just kind of like, I got that cease and desist, and I was like, are you fucking, like...
He does Twitch streaming, though,
Yeah.
right? That's different.
Yeah. Okay.
Twitch is different.
Because,
yeah, they have a different set of rules on
streaming, you're allowed to use semi-copyrighted stuff as long as you're making your own thing and doing it.
Okay.
So, like, if you were playing Smash Bros. On, like, streaming it on Twitch, they wouldn't get you. But because you're replaying their same thing over and over on YouTube,
Okay.
is why they do what they do.
Okay, see, and, and that's the one that really gets me.
Well, there's also a thing about the YouTube policy where you can kind of fight copyright claims because there is something in there that, because Nostalgia Critic was talking about this actually in one of his videos. They have something, partially fair use, but it's also if the content is mostly created by the creator of the content, like you use some borrowed stuff.
Like the gameplay, but we make
the content is mostly yours.
Us talking and shit.
You can kind of fight the copyright claim.
Yeah.
See, and that, like, I'm not gonna, like, see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna fight it. It was only one video, but...
And that comes up with Nintendo more often than most other things.
The only one I can ever think of more was, like, people who were streaming Persona 5. They just got an email from Atlas saying you can only go past this point and you can't stream it anymore.
Huh.
On Twitch. Well, it's understandable. They didn't want the game ruined or anything like that.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, see, with, like, pre-release stuff like that, that's understandable.
Right. But my thing, my biggest, like, that was just my biggest gripe with that. And I want the Switch, but at the same time, like, I don't want to invest my money in something that, like, I don't, like I've said, like, I don't play video games as much as
you don't want just something collecting dust.
Right,
Yeah.
and, like, it's just kind of like, we were talking about the re-release of all these classic consoles from Nintendo. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking play these. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to have time for this. Like,
But you can resell it for more than you bought it.
Yeah, if I
In
can...
30 years.
No!
Right now,
Do you
eBay's
know
like
how much a
$500.
Switch costs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, on eBay and shit. Well, on the...
Because they're short in supply.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
re-release consoles too, they skyrocketed. But that's my thing. Like, we have the Nintendo network that lets you play old games, classic on the fucking like online. So why would you do that's my thing. Why would you do that?
Not adding to the shortage on supply on Nintendo Switches. That's also why I hate Nintendo, because they're doing that shit on purpose, keeping them short, because that just adds more demand for the product.
Right.
To be fair, it was a failsafe because they had a bunch of Wii U's
Yeah.
and they still have a bunch of Wii U's just lying around.
That's
Yeah.
because Nintendo's a bunch of fucking idiots.
Don't call it the Wii U. That was the
Yeah.
biggest problem with that. You shouldn't have called it the Wii U.
I don't think they should have released the Wii U. They should have gone right from the Wii to the Switch.
Yeah.
They
the Wii
should
U
have
was
just
dumb as
waited
fuck.
an extra 2 years, fully developed the Switch, and released that.
Nintendo's gonna it's gonna happen someday. Like, it might not happen anytime soon, but it'll happen someday where Nintendo's gonna turn into Sega and they have to
I was
sell
gonna
all
say
their
it's gonna
properties
Sega,
to
yeah.
somebody else.
Well, here's my biggest gripe about the Wii U, and I don't know. Does Brady have Star Fox on the Wii U?
No.
Okay, here's my biggest gripe on the Wii U. Wii U re-released Star Fox 64 and called it Star Fox Avengers. My biggest gripe about that is that you had to use the fucking Wii, the fucking huge-ass controller to do this shit. Yeah, it was bullshit.
gamepad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the gamepad was bullshit. To me. First of all, I'm not going to fucking hold my arms like this because it's already fucking hard to play it. Like, that's dumb. It's ridiculous. Like, we were playing with the gamepad when we were playing Smash Bros. And we alternated because, like, our hands got tired. That pad was dumb. I think it was a pointless pad.
Well, that's all Nintendo has turned into recently, is just gimmicks. And that's
Right.
why they're dumb. Like,
I think
make a good
Nintendo.
console, don't make a gimmick.
I think Nintendo's trying to lean more towards handhelds. Because their
Then-
DS thing is going really
Right.
well, and they know that, so like the Switch
Well,
and the Wii U both have handheld
The
things.
DS
now.
has been their top seller for, like, a long
Since it came
time.
out.
Well, the 3DS is still going, well, then just do fucking handhelds then. If you're going to,
Well,
like, for
yeah,
me,
but
if
they're
you're-
They
trying.
still want to keep in the console.
Yeah, but
Right.
exactly. They're trying to deviate from their handhelds and their consoles, but they know their handhelds sell well.
Right.
Even
so
though
they're trying to sit
Nintendo
on
Switch
that.
is basically a handheld.
But their
Yeah.
battery life is shit.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, well.
the thing I want to point out. Nintendo Switch's battery life handheld is kind of shit. I mean, Brady has one. They are, unless you have to keep it mounted for the most part.
Basically.
Right, and like I'm not and I like Nintendo. Do not get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Every company has faults.
Right.
Yeah, obviously.
This is the one thing. Like I don't play this. I don't know.
One of their faults is releasing the same games over and over
Right.
again.
To be fair, Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't like Call of Duty. I love Halo, but I don't like Call
Yeah.
of Duty.
Right. So, Battlegrounds Unknown has sold 1 million copies, which has now surpassed Dota 2. This is big because
Yeah.
Dota 2 was the highest, like, internet, like, the PC game.
Yeah. I
It's-
am super fucking pumped for this game, by the way.
I have never played Battlegrounds Unknown.
Ah, this game's awesome.
Can you explain it to me? I, like, have never...
Basically, what it is there's about 100 people in a lobby, and you're all airship dropped onto an island, and you're like fighting each other. Teams can be 1v1, 2v2, or like 4v4s. So like you pair up in like that, and it's 100 people. And the longer the game goes, the smaller the area gets. And around the map is scattered, like, armor, helmets, guns, ammo, and, like, med packs.
Oh shit, is that first-person shooter?
Yeah!
Yeah, I played that.
And, like, you drive around cars and shit, and, like, you can, like, talk to people in your vicinity even if you're not on the same team. Like, this game is
that game was fun as shit.
This game is taking, like, what H1Z1's King of the Hill did to a whole nother fucking level.
All right, see, and that's interesting to me, and I
And
think
it's coming out on console by the end of 2017.
See, and I might Jay and I might actually pick.
Right
I love this game.
Jay and I might actually pick this up, and we might actually start streaming it on the Brojo. Like
That'd be fucking awesome. I'll play.
For me, like
I'll die.
I don't. Yeah, see, and I'll die because I'm really bad.
Oh yeah,
at
it's a competitive game. Like
I'll play.
Fuck you, Ryan.
We'll all drown.
See, but the problem
You'll
is,
float too.
The problem, Ryan, is items are tiered from 1 to 3, and they're randomly generated and every time the map spawns. So you can't pick where your tier 3 assault rifle is always going to be.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
shit is kind of just tossed
Everywhere.
out there.
Okay, see,
This
and
is that one that's kind of like a futuristic thing, isn't it?
No, not
Or-
really. No, it's semi-modern.
Okay.
Like, people are running around with like
so
M4s
I
and
know which one you're
AK-47s.
talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, you're the one
Same
talking
kind
about
of thing. They
You're
like
yeah,
drop
but
from the sky
yeah,
and shit.
you're talking about the one made by the guys who did Gears of War.
No.
They are the guys who did.
There is one that they did. I don't know if he's talking about the same
I think
one.
he's talking about that one.
Are you talking about the one who the people who did the Zombies games did, H1Z1? Because they have a King of the Hill thing.
I
that's
have
like
no
this.
idea. if
All
you
right,
made
we're
it.
just gonna we're just
Yeah,
gonna move
but
on.
I'm excited for this game. I don't mind admitting that I have a huge boner for this. I want to fucking play
That's fine. Jay brought this up while we were grilling on Labor Day. Shadow of War DLC will be a homage to a dead game designer who died of cancer. And like we were talking about this, I'm like, dude, it would really suck if it was an orc you had to kill.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so a game designer who was working on this died. And so they
It's
put...
an orc you have to kill, and he's called Linfoma.
No. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude, that's savage. Oh, God. I'm dying. What the fuck, Ryan? For real?
Well, for 2 seconds,
fucking
what did you do?
So we were talking about this, and Ryan's like, I wish the DLC for this guy was like, the orc was named Linfoma, and you had to kill him.
Alright.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I
That's fine.
can back this.
No, but he's
Savage thing I've ever said.
Oh, there's been worse. I was gonna say there's been worse. But no, like, he's actually gonna be like the nameless stranger in Fallout 4.
Oh,
He
really?
comes and helps you. He's like, dude, I got your back. And then disappears.
That's kind of cool.
And so Warner Brothers wanted to let everyone know that they are not profiting off on the Shadow of War DLC of the dead designer. Which is good on you, Warner Brothers, because, like, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if I was the family, like, dude, that's fucked up.
So what are they giving the money to?
I think it's just a free DLC.
Oh, alright.
Or they could have made it like you pay for it, but the proceeds go to like cancer research or something.
Charity.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
it would've been.
dude, it's Warner Brothers. No one's gonna fucking do. Like, not to be an asshole, but like, there's not many people.
Corporations.
Right? They fuck
Right.
corporations. I mean, if we did that, and, like Jay died of cancer, I wouldn't like give money to like his family, cause fuck his family. But
We'd be going to Colorado.
we'd be going to Colorado.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just like we keep planning every time Jay almost dies. Motherfucker hasn't died yet.
Call of Duty is teasing more historical games, which is good. All right,
I'm alright with that.
I'm gonna be real with you.
We've gone too far into the future, man. We
Right.
need to take it back.
I
to
was
our
getting
roots.
real sick of that shit. Like, the reason Call of Duty became so big when we were kids is they were war games.
Yeah, now they're crazy sci-fi games.
Right.
Now they're
I mean,
Halo.
It was refreshing at the time when they went modern, just because every single Call of Duty game was World War II.
Yeah,
Right. And it was a nice change, but, like, you could do different wars,
Yeah.
too. And, like, I think that would be fun.
Nobody's done Vietnam yet. Just
Don't
saying.
ever do Vietnam.
Call of Duty Primal.
Do you know how fucking weird Vietnam would be if you were the Viet Cong? You'd just be in tunnels.
Fighting the entire match.
It's just you're in tunnels.
I feel like a Vietnam War game would be fucking intense.
That'd be terrifying as shit.
You come out with PTSD by the end of the
Yeah,
game.
playing the game gives you PTSD.
The ending of the game is your character wakes up on the floor. He's like,
No, the end of the game is like you survive Vietnam and you get your head cut off by a helicopter.
Oh, okay.
Eli's
R.I.P.
grandpa.
Eli's grandpa's friend.
Call back.
Wiener.
And Call of Duty pre-order gives you double XP and a weapon of your choice. Alright, this is where I'm going to stand with this.
What?
When you pre-order it, you get a double EXP and weapon of your choice for the first week.
Oh,
So you only get that weapon for the first week?
No,
No.
the weapon's gonna be a permanent unlock. So, like, you know when you prestige, you get a permanent unlock token or some shit like that. They're just gonna give you one free.
I don't know. I think the fucking permanent unlock shit is dumb anyways. Like, I don't fucking like... That's my problem with the new Call of Duty shit. Like, I don't like to fucking have to do that shit.
You don't have to prestige.
But you know what I mean? Like, you know, to get, like, certain weapons and shit like that, you have to go through, like, loot boxes or pay for it.
No. Most of the time right now, it's just skins that are in boxes.
Alright, never mind. Forgive me. But the double EXP is kind of bullshit.
Well, they normally do that the first week or the first
No,
big
but this
weekend.
is just for pre-order people.
Yeah, I know, but, like, that's something they normally do, like... Within the first couple months of a COD game coming out, they have a plethora of double XP weekends.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a small ploy to get the people who actually play Call of Duty a lot a little bit ahead. And you know by 2 months of them playing it, they're already going to be way ahead of you anyways.
They're already going to be prestige like 3 times.
Yeah, because they have no fucking life. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
In particular.
There are people who play it so much that they max out before the next game even comes out. And then they're like, alright, do it again.
That's fucking...
Guys, you gotta stop insulting the children that watch this.
Dude, that's like... Alright, yeah, we have an end season. Like,
you have nothing else to do with your life? There's this wonderful thing called masturbation. You should try it.
That's the thing. That, like, was weirding me out about guys who, like, do these games. Like max out on all these games. Like, I, like, quit the Division for a bit, and I came back, and all these guys like, you're dead. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened? And it's like, I find out, like, these guys know life this entire game. I'm like, what the fuck? Fuck this game now.
See, I'm in the small category of people that we don't know life the game, but we're still insanely good at it, so...
Right, and like, there's certain games I'm good at
Wii.
that, like that, but, like, those guys, like, who know life it, because they're just like, I'm like, oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah, the people with fucking Twitch reactions that are just
Right.
terrifying to watch, and you're like, well, that wasn't real. Wait, you mean he did actually... Oh.
American McGee wants to make another Alice game, and I'm for this. I really like the American McGee Alice games. They're a dark, twisted horror mixed with steampunk. I think they're fucking fun. Like, the newest game was awesome. It's visually pleasing. I'd give it an O load.
They don't know the new ranking system, you idiot.
Yeah, the review came out, so they have the new rating system. Oh,
These two people.
Right. Oh, I'll tell you that
You
later.
were way too drunk for this.
Yeah, we have a new rating system instead of 1 out of 10 because it was too vague.
Okay.
So I'll tell you this when we're done.
We're more and less vague now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funnier too.
Not really.
So I gave it an O. I would give it an O load, and so I'm excited for this.
Does that mean it's really good or really
that's
bad?
second from the top.
What's the top?
Fuck yeah!
America?
No, you gotta actually say the fuck yeah, kid.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, there we go.
And then this is probably going to be Max's like fuck yeah. Gearbox is probably making Borderlands 3. Woo!
We all saw it coming.
Yeah, the quote saying they're working on a game the fans really want, and like there's no other game that Gearbox has known unless they're making Duke Nukem 2. Woo! No, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll buy that one too. I love you, Gearbox.
It's Tales from the Borderlands 2.
Okay, that might be too far. I'll buy it on sale.
I love the Telltale games. I just like sitting there and pressing buttons.
I watched all of the Borderlands Telltale on YouTube. I never bought it.
Yeah, same here.
I always watch Telltale games on
or
YouTube.
I watch Jay play it, and I'm just like, the YouTubers are much funnier.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
So I'm pretty excited.
We're gonna no life this Borderlands 3, Ryan. You're actually joining in this time, you piece of shit.
Fine.
I like Borderlands. I think the game's fun. I like the fucking system.
It's a shooter game that Kian doesn't die all the time.
Yeah,
I like it.
Fun.
I do like Borderlands.
Kian doesn't die all the time?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's amazing.
It's a rare game where I'm just like, fuck yeah, I don't die. So
It's the only game.
we have some really bad news, guys.
What?
Mario is no longer a plumber.
Yeah,
Nintendo
that's
just
true.
released it. Mario is now a freelancer.
He was once a plumber.
He was once a plumber, but he's now a freelancer, and the description is, from tennis to race cars, Mario can do anything with his freelance job.
Mario D&D!
Ryan's brain is like broken.
So-
that was the legitimate reveal. He's like, from tennis to race cars to playing in the Olympic sports, Mario's career is a freelancer.
The thing I have to wonder, what about Luigi?
He's also a freelancer.
But do we have confirmation
We
of
do
that?
not, but that's the implication.
Then he's still a plumber, damn it.
And
Who
Wario
just-
and Waluigi? Like,
They
They
don't
were
count.
just there. Nobody cares about them.
what is Bowser?
a turtle.
Dragon thing.
That makes the situation so much more or less funny.
Right?
It used to be like
An
hey,
Italian plumber.
Playing tennis?
An Italian
say,
plumber.
What? I mean, that sounds like a fucking sitcom. Like,
Now he's just
hilarious.
a freelancer doing random bullshit, and you're like, whatever.
And he might fix a sink on the side.
He's still gonna drive through tunnels.
We got to fix this. Oh, what? There's a leaky faucet? Hold on, guys.
Mario, we gotta play tennis in 20 minutes. I forgot this. Woohoo! It's a me.
Let me eat my fire flower.
I gotta go clean Miss Peach's pipes.
Fix the leaky faucet.
Right, okay, so we're gonna...
Plunge the shit out of them.
God damn it. Pokemon CEO didn't think the Switch would sell well. I'm with the Pokemon CEO. I didn't think the Switch would sell well. And it's
Yeah.
selling better than... It's projected to do better than Xbox and PS4.
It's selling better than the PS4 in Japan.
Right, well, it's fucking Japan.
Fuck you, Japan. Maybe we just need to nuke you again and see what we get next time.
Nintendo always
Japan.
does well over in Japan.
So
It's not
nice they had to
surprising.
nuke it thrice.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, that's... Yeah, with the earthquake.
Oh no. No.
Shots fired? Question
Maybe.
mark?
Japan listeners, don't be sad.
Do we have any of those?
Sad.
We're
Do
close.
we-
They're close to the Philippines, so maybe.
That's just your family.
Yeah, possibly. They could be half Japanese. I don't know. I'm a mutt. So, Bandai label Code Vein as the Dark Souls successor. I posted a meme to John that said, "This game's really hard. It must be the next Dark Souls." That's what I feel. Like, I feel like they're just gonna piggyback. Code Vein's the anime one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I want to give it a try. I think it looks interesting.
It looks interesting. I like Dark Souls, but I kind of hate how a lot of people are piggybacking off of the Souls-like genre now. And a lot of people are just coming out with high risk, high reward combat type of thing like that, where like an enemy can one-shot you, but you can roll and beat the shit out of them. Like, it's fun, but you should have let Dark Souls do Dark Souls.
I don't like Dark Souls.
I know you
Yeah.
don't.
I might not try this game if it's supposed to be the spiritual successor to Dark Souls. I've said this numerous times on air. If I wanted to be beaten down and treated like shit, I'd be in a serious relationship again.
You just need to get good. You watched me play Dark Souls for like 3 hours yesterday. I died twice.
Fuck that game, dude. Every time I play it, I'm just like, fuck this game.
And I was
Like-
mostly sober.
For me, okay, no, and I take it like this.
Mostly.
Games should be fun, okay?
It's
Do you know what I have on my face when I play Dark Souls? A fucking frown on my face when I die. Because they're like, you just need to get good. Fuck you! I'm not gonna pay $60 for a game that's meant to just beat the shit out of me.
There are difficult games out there, and then there are games like Dark Souls that are overly difficult just for the sake of being difficult.
Yeah.
Right, and
They
that's the
punish
thing.
your soul, but it's about succeeding through those trials.
Fuck
Yeah.
that
The
noise!
whole point. When you
It's-
finally beat him, you're
It's
like,
that-
fuck yeah, I
it's
did
that
it!
feeling of accomplishment.
Until you get
Gets
to
you
New
going.
Game Plus, and then you're like, oh.
I know you and John really like Dark Souls, the Soul series, which is fine. You can hate your lives all you want. But...
To
Right,
be
the
fair, it's
depression.
not that hard.
I'm not really a masochist, so I'm not into
Yeah,
Dark
I'm not
Souls.
for it. Like, sorry. Then we jump into Resident Evil 7 is getting a gold edition with all the DLCs coming out December 12th.
Alright.
Which I'm pretty stoked for. I like Resident Evil 7. We gotta get a copy of that for Halloween.
Tis a solid game. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it very
Do we
much.
have to get a copy of that for Halloween?
We can rent it from Redbox.
Alright.
You know what I mean. We just need to get
We'll
a
play it a
hold of a
little
copy
bit.
for Spoopy. Does your brother have it on PS4 or Xbox?
My brother has it on PS4.
Fuck!
And he doesn't buy discs for anything anymore because he's one of those people.
I'm pretty sure Trevor has it for PS4 on disc, so I'll just steal the PS4 from the house.
Okay. Because he's hardly ever there anyways.
Blizzard is opening a new esports area in LA, and I have a problem with this. I don't like esports as much as most people. I don't find them to be as interesting. I think it's cool that you're using your talent to make money, which is fine.
Unathletic people need to be athletes too, Kean.
Right.
They're not athletes. They're
Equality.
They're competitive people.
They're entertainers.
Yeah.
Well, my thing about esports has always been a weird thing, though. It's just like, okay.
It's not really a sport. It's more for entertainment.
Yeah.
Right.
It's for entertain. Like, I look at esports going, like, the esports I watch or games I play going, that guy is fucking amazing. If I came across that, no matter how good I was, I'd get my ass fucking handed to me.
Okay, no, that's understandable. I just think it's weird.
I watch esports going like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is it that guy is a virgin?
Turns out they're all getting mad puss, and Ryan's over there in the corner.
5 fat chicks.
Yeah, that's probably fupa puss.
Bethesda is playing a mystery game, and that's coming out the end of this year.
This 2017?
Yeah. They've been
I
working
know.
on a mystery game.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about this.
Yeah, but Prey was their last game that came out, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What only could it be? It's Skyrim.
I love Bethesda, but they're so hit and miss sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Did you play Prey?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It's not that great.
Okay.
No, I didn't think it was all that good.
Because I liked Doom more than I liked Fallout
I
4.
love Doom.
Doom is fun as fuck.
Doom was fun as fuck.
Fallout 4 was the hit of last year. I know everyone was like giving it like, did Fallout 4 get Game of the Year?
No.
Good. Because I would have been fucking pissed off.
It was in the running, but it didn't get it.
Good, because fuck that game.
I can't remember what got it.
I don't fucking remember.
And then there's, it could be. A lot of people thought it was going to be the new Dishonored expansion.
Well,
But it's not that. They're like, no, it's another one. I'm like, okay.
yeah.
Because Dishonored 2 sucks.
Yeah,
Right.
they kind of are letting that game die out.
I know I messaged you guys about this, but South Park has done something super incredibly amazing with their difficulty setting for their new game, Fractured But Whole.
Super incredibly... Oh my god.
So, Ubisoft's comedy RPG South Park The Fractured But Whole features various levels of difficulty, from easy to very difficult, much like most games. What's different through is the difficulty affects the color of your character's skin.
Have they said if like being a white guy is the easiest or
Yeah.
being a black guy is the easiest?
Being the white guy is the easiest, being the black guy is harder. And I'm going to read on. During the character creation section of the game, which you can see, you select the difficulty of the game. What's interesting is the easier the difficulty, the lighter your character's skin. Conversely, the harder the difficulty, the darker your character's skin. It means if you want to play the Fractured But Whole on a harder than normal difficulty, you have to play as a person of color.
So if you actually want to play the game and make it hard, you have to not be racist.
You have to be super racist.
But you're a person of color, you can't be racist.
Yeah, but when you choose it, you're racist as fuck.
Alright, yeah.
During the process, South Park stalwart Eric Cartman will comment, "Don't worry, this doesn't affect combat, just every other aspect of your whole life."
Alright.
Because you can still hit things really hard. You just can't get your text.
They were
done
told the
here.
difficulty of the game affects the amount of money you receive and the way other characters speak to you throughout the course of the game. It is quite clearly a social commentary on racism in modern society, and as far as video games go, the pretty effective one. Later in the game, the Fractured But Whole asks you to choose your character gender. In the conversation with South Park school counselor Mr. McGee, the drugs are bad and gay guy, you must choose from 3 options, male, female, or other. In previous South Park games, Stick of Truth, you had to play as a boy. What it says is when you choose other, they'll call you it and thing.
Lol.
So, I think this is fucking genius.
I like
I
it.
don't know how other people think about this, because I know a handful of people that I talked to was like, well, this is racist as fuck, I fucking hate this.
Oh, I mean, it is kind of racist, but, like, it's
Genius.
South Park's way of, like, pointing out racism and, like, showing the flaws in it. Like, South Park isn't racist. they're critical of people.
I mean,
It
it's
shows
social
the reality of
It's
the
social
situation.
it's social commentary.
Yeah.
I like the idea of this. I think it's funny. I think it was hilarious. Ryan obviously thinks it's funny after his reaction to it.
Right.
There is a. This makes me think of with the people saying that it's racist and stuff that they're doing it. There's a quote that I really like about comedy, and I can't remember who said it.
Probably Bill Burr.
No, it was the guy that played George Costanza.
Oh, Jason
Seinfeld.
Alexander.
Yeah, he said that it's important for comedy to offend us because that's what pushes our boundaries and helps us to see like what's right and what's wrong and things like that. It's a really, I can't remember the quote verbatim, but it's a really good quote.
Right, and I see, and that's the
it
thing.
kind of stresses the importance of getting offended.
Which I feel you, and I think this is a great change in the game. Like, I think it's an opening to, like, it's funny, but it's very true. It's not like cops will shoot you or anything like that, but I think it's a good...
They probably might.
They might.
There's a strong possibility they might.
It's South Park.
It's South Park. They might. That might be the end of the black character's game. It's
Right.
like 2/3 of the way through it, he gets shot, and that's the end.
Right. The
Play on
cop's
an
name is
easier
Ferguson.
difficulty. Play on an easier difficulty to make it to the end.
Yeah.
Right, so...
The only game that tells you to play easier to get to the end.
So, to make, like I said, we didn't get rid of the topic podcast, but we put it on hiatus for a bit for personal reasons. But questions are still here, Ryan.
God damn it.
Yeah, we're not done yet, motherfucker.
So we're gonna answer some questions for you guys. Mitch Miller asked, best Zelda game in the series? Majora's Mask.
I'm gonna go with Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go with Majora's Mask because I
Yeah.
found it a lot funnier than Ocarina of Time. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was a solid game, and
It was, yeah.
I like little Deku Link. He's adorable.
Yeah.
I've seen gameplay of most of the games. I haven't actually played through most of
Well,
them.
fuck you, Gil.
I have played. Oh gosh. A Link
to the Past.
Link Between Worlds
Oh.
for the 3DS. I have really enjoyed that one, and
Okay.
from what I have played of the other Zelda games, they're really good. But personally, I'm watching Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I'd say it's probably those two, if not A Link Between Worlds.
Okay. See, and John would say Breath of the Wild, but he's played it. I haven't played it.
Yeah, I haven't played Breath of the Wild.
So
I've
I'm not.
seen some
I
of
can't
it.
use it as my all time. That one #1 of all time games in history for a gaming website, like a really popular gaming website, which really confused me.
The way they kind of took Breath of the Wild was trying to bring back like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time in a newer setting.
Right.
So they tried to like bring back the feeling of it, and I think that's why it did so good.
Which is good. Skyward Sword is actually my favorite one of the Zelda series.
Fuck you.
You didn't like it? You didn't like riding on a bird and fighting?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Luis de Luna asked this, and this is a personal question towards me. Are you guys going to make Kian buy Destiny 2?
No.
Yes.
No.
Fuck you. I'm
Yes.
not buying Destiny 2. Like I've just
Jay
said.
might already
in my-
buy it, so I'm gonna make Kian play it anyways.
I bought it.
You bought it already?
Yeah, I bought it yesterday.
High
It's
five!
dope as shit.
Is it
actually.
really?
Yeah.
You say that now, and I'm gonna
It's the
get.
shit.
I'll give you 2 weeks till you tell me. Oh, it got boring.
It's the shit.
I'm gonna give
They
you 2
fixed so much of what was wrong
Okay.
in Destiny. And I liked the first Destiny for the first 2 months that I played it, but the problems with it is what got me to stop playing it. They fixed a bunch of the problems.
Alright.
I feel
All
like
right,
this is gonna be
so
a game
I'm
I can
thinking
stick with.
the Robros are gonna get Destiny, and we're gonna sit around and play
Right.
it.
Especially with the loot. That was really nice.
So what did they change
Because
on
it,
it?
it took forever to get loot in the first Destiny. There's loot drops all over the fucking place in this one.
Nice.
But do they have Peter Dinklage?
No, because that guy, he's not gonna come back, dude. I'm sorry. But no, like
That's the real statement.
All right, fine. Fine. If this video gets more than 40 views, I will buy Destiny 2.
That's never gonna happen.
Where's my phone?
But
What is the weirdest video? This is from Jared Hansen. What is the weirdest video game ending in your opinion, and why? And what system?
weirdest video game?
Yes, the weirdest video game ending.
Silent Hill 2 dog ending. Best
I'm gonna go with
ending.
Mass Effect 3, all 3 endings, because it doesn't matter what happens.
Weirdest,
You just die.
not worse.
Okay, this is hard. Actually, I'm gonna go weird. I don't know if you guys ever played this, but Splatterhouse on Xbox 360. It's a horror game. It's a beat 'em up horror game, and the ending is no matter what you did, your evil girlfriend got possessed by the evil demon, and you had to kill her, and you carry her dead corpse, and that's the end of the game. I'm gonna go with Splatterhouse.
That's kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up, and I enjoy it. I think that was one of the weirdest endings. That in any platform game in the 90s. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Chun-Li from Street Fighter 2 as the weirdest ending. So what happens when you beat Street Fighter 2 as Chun-Li? She goes to her parents' grave, and she's kneeling in the bit sprite. She's like, I've avenged you, father. And then it turns to her doing like the Sailor Moon kawaii pose, saying like, now I can be a regular girl just like everybody else. So I'm going to go with that.
Totally regular.
Yeah.
Them thighs, though.
Yeah, big thighs save lives, and titty glitches.
Max, comments, questions, concerns?
Titty glitches.
How come all Street Fighter / fighter games just boob physics and bending physics are just like
Dude, DOA
wait,
is
Because you
worse.
have to
Yeah,
have
DOA
that
is
big,
like super bad.
because you have to have that big strong guy and then that chick with the big titties.
Yeah, he's got.
Well, have you
fucking-
seen them like do the splits? Like their legs fully fold back around them, and you're just like, what the fuck? What?
Nick Dishler asked, and this is again probably just because John's not here, he would have a bigger opinion
yeah.
on this. How irate does it make you Kingdom Hearts 3 still isn't out? I've given up on it. It's just like, it's like when Final Fantasy 15 came out, I'm like, oh no, cool.
About time,
I want
whatever.
it. I want it so bad, but I can't have it.
Right? I've reached the point of being like, it'd be cool if it came out, but like,
It's not here.
it's not here, and it hasn't been here, so it's not here.
What movie would you turn, Julia Miller asked, what movie would you turn into a game that doesn't already have one?
It.
I'd make Tomb Raider a game because I think the graphics in the Tomb Raider movie were excellent.
That doesn't have a game?
I know, I'm being a dick.
Yeah.
Then Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Fuck you again.
Okay,
Come
that
on.
one is kind of a hard one to think about for me.
That is really like,
That,
you know,
that is kind of a hard one.
actually, I have one. This is gonna sound super weird, and it was actually just a movie we just recently watched. I would probably do Baby Driver and just make it a racing game.
That'd be kind of fun. Just have a really cool soundtrack playing all the time,
Yeah.
and you're like
Yeah.
running away from people.
Like
That'd be kind of cool.
the race is the amount of the amount of time you have to get to the end is the end of the song. I think that would be interesting. That'd be an interesting concept.
That'd be kind of cool. Or like escape the people, get far enough away from
Yeah.
them. That'd be kind of fun.
I think Baby Driver would make a good game.
That would be fun. Depending on how they do it.
And, okay, I'm gonna go with this because it was just a shit movie, but I thought it looked like a video game anyways. I think Sucker Punch would make a good video game. I think that
Yeah.
should have been a video game over a movie at any time.
Well,
Shoot 'em up.
What was that movie?
It's the dude that plays in Drive Angry.
Yeah.
That movie.
Nicolas Cage?
No.
Oh. Pretty sure we all know who that guy is.
Shoot 'em up with... Oh, okay, I gotta Google that.
He was the villain in Valerian.
Oh!
That guy.
Okay, Clive Owen.
Yeah, Clive Owen.
Okay.
His movie. Because it's fucking ridiculous. He shoots somebody with a fucking carrot. How dope is that?
Alright, you know what? Actually, since you brought up Valerian, I wouldn't mind actually seeing a Valerian game.
I would.
Well, let me explain.
A more explorative
Story Valerian
Yeah.
game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where they explore the areas instead of like...
I'd be down with that if you make like a custom character and then have angry eyebrows be your partner.
Why do you like her so much? She's terrifying.
What's her name?
Carol Delvine.
Carol Delvine, I love you.
I don't.
Throwing that out there.
The Wicker Man, where you play as Nick Cage in a bear costume the whole way through. Beat 'em up. Beat 'em up.
A side-scrolling beat 'em up of that would be awesome.
That'd
Like, are we talking
fucking
like
great.
beat 'em up or bees?
Boo.
Both.
All of them.
You're just beating the shit out of women.
In a bear costume.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
women and little girls, and you have absolutely no mercy.
That is a fuck yeah in my book, guys.
And then you could unlock skins from his other roles in movies.
Dude, I want the Drive Angry skin.
The women and children don't even fight back. You're just roaming around, just decking them for no reason.
As a bear.
Yeah, for no, like, there's no plot to the game other than you just unlock new skins randomly and just punch the shit out of women and kids.
No, there is a story. It just doesn't really matter because you're punching women and children in the face in a bear costume.
Exactly. The plot is explained for about 30 seconds and it just lets you loose.
It's like Doom, but with Nick Cage in a bear costume.
And fists.
Yes.
Be amazing.
He may get a gun eventually.
I'll pay $60 for that. As long as he doesn't get a gun, I'll pay $60
I'll pay
for that.
$60. I'll buy all the DLC. I don't give a shit.
Right? I was like, every new movie that comes out, I need a new DLC for this motherfucker.
Exactly.
And that has been Dem Game Boys. Thank you for listening, guys. Sorry, John, we kind of just took your podcast and threw it down the
We torched it.
Bye.
Later.